And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. Oh gosh, we got the SEC telling us we've got to fast track crypto. We had Gary Gensler, that poor, pathetic excuse of a human. We had Gary Gensler in office for 4 years. He didn't do a damn thing at all. You really? I mean, I'm shocked. The news media. See, here's how you know everybody's in on something. Let me tell you something. This is all government operation stuff. The 3-letter agencies, they're famous for this. They did an experiment. They do a ton of experiments. This whole crypto thing's experiment. They did an experiment one time where there's like, I don't know, 10, 15 people in a room, and they put like a black vase on a table, and everybody talks about how pink it is. And the one guy who's not in on the experiment, they're trying to see if he's going to agree. Yeah, it does look pink. You know what? Most people be like, yeah, it's pink. I'm not that guy. That's why my channel is the most heavily shadow banned. I'm not trying to be all inclusive. I'm not trying to have everybody on my fucking show. I don't want everybody on my show. I want those poor broke bitches to lose. I'm not trying to have every single political affiliation on my show, just people that think like me. And that's A-okay. I don't want every single culture and all kinds of shit. If you're in here to make money and you're here to cause a problem, though, you can get the fuck out. See, look, I'm not trying to have everybody here. That's a massive difference in my channel than every channel. The other channel's like, oh, look, come over here. Let me suck your dick. You got a big pee-pee? Okay. You got a tiny one? It's all good over here. Dick sucking's great. Okay. This channel, this shit, that don't happen here. No. There's people with $500 memberships, whatever. I'll tell them to go fuck themselves and go. Like I have no hesitation with that. There's people here that, donate multiple times. You got to go buy. I don't fucking care. You seem to understand. I don't fucking care. That's how I run this shit. I want a nice, small, tight group of people that I can hopefully work with and trust. That's what I want. I don't want a bunch of dumb motherfuckers on the show. There's plenty of channels. There's plenty of channels that will take your stupid fucking ass. Okay? This is not one of them. Definitely not one of them. We're going to go over cryptos here. I'm going to be at one of these 3-letter agency experiments. This is it right here. This is the fucking experiment. 5.5 years of dealing with this dumb shit. I don't yield. I don't give up. I never quit. Never leave a fallen comrade. I'm not going to say the right things just to get more views. That shit ain't going to happen, man. You just don't get it. It's not about numbers with me. I like that movie 300 from 2004 or some shit, whenever it was, the 300. It's all I need to conquer an army, okay? I'm not trying to have all the dumb shits on my program. I'm not. There are so many crypto channels. Go watch one where you're not offended. Don't you see that? Look, I'm trying to offend you. And if you're easily spooked, that's why I don't want you here. I want you gone. Please go. So you can let the rest of us cool people hang out, right? Oh, my God. Welcome back to everybody to Crypto Hulk channel. I try my best to keep the fucking snowflakes off. I really do. I'm an equal opportunity offender. I'll just tell you, man, if I don't like you, I'll just get you off the channel. I delete people and tell them to go fuck off and take your 500, shove it up your ass. That's just shit that I do. And there's a channel that will accept your bullshit. This is not one. This is a channel where I do what I want, no matter who it is. There's people who've been on the channel for years, and I'm just like, bye, get the fuck off. I don't give a fuck, dude. Find another channel as good as mine. Not going to happen. Okay? Oh, yeah, there is Crypto Hulk. Okay, then go to that one. Please go. Please go. I'm not trying to have you here. Please go. All right? That's what I do. That's the story of my life. I know if people can deal with me, then we got to be cool. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to be at some kind of Hulk get together and then somebody say some fucking dumb shit or whatever, you know, or, well, Crypto Hulk, that hurts my feelings. I'm not going to have that. I'm not going to have it in any get togethers, or if we have an exhibition or a meeting or something like that, I'm just going to be like, hi, how you doing? Da, 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 kind of thing. And we're just going to get along. We don't have to like each other or be buddies. This is about money and working together to get a fucking job done. I've worked in enough law enforcement positions or in court services positions where I just work with people, man. We are going to find out how to work together to get a job done that's beneficially mutual for both of us. Mutually beneficial. So, yes. I've worked on streets for law enforcement, in institutions, and all kinds of stuff, in schools, probation schools. And what I just do is we need to get along. That's what we need to do. You don't have to like me. I don't have to come over for Thanksgiving dinner. I don't want to. I don't want to go in your house. Don't fucking come in mine. I mean, that's how I would take it when I worked in institutions with criminals, and some of these people were bad. I would just be like, look, man, we got 8 hours. We're going to work together. I'm not saying can we work. We are going to, or I'm going to make your life miserable. That court release date, oh, shit, no. I'm pushing that back another 6 months. Me and you are going to be together 6 more months, just for the fuck of it. Just so I can fuck with your family life. I tell them, I'll keep you an extra year. Your girlfriend leaves, your kids leave you, and then you come back and you got nothing, just like you are, nothing. Or we can get along. We can get along and, hey, what's up, buddy? We can do that shit too, whatever. You know, that's just how I am. My feelings don't get hurt. I don't care. You don't seem to understand. I don't care. The jobs that I've had, I stopped caring back in 1992 when I started working in law enforcement. I stopped caring. It's business and it's about money. I got a business, I got a job I got to do, and I've got to make money. And you got to also. That's how I did the job. You're a fucking criminal. You sell dope, this, that, da, da, da. My job is to arrest bad guys like you. We're each doing our jobs. But when we have to meet in jail, well, you're not going to continue that shit. And if you do, I'm going to make your life really miserable, you and all your little friends. And that's what I did. And everything worked out great. We all got along. If we had an issue, oh, I'm switching out of this prison. You're going to go to the one that works. You're going to go to the one that's on the other side of the country. Oh, man. Yeah, you're going to be away from your friends and family for a long time, like another 10 years, huh? Now we can get along, or you can go bye-bye. We can do that. I can make it happen. I'm great with judges. I can talk to the judges and the prosecutors, and then they'll listen to me, and we're going to send you far, far away. Yeah, that's how it works. So, welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. First 5 people. Crypto Angel, 1, 2, 3. Christoph, leave it at that. Delgadoff, AJ Singh, Brian Edwards, and Danny Boy. Welcome back. My name's Crypto Hulk, not a financial advisor. Not a crypto advisor, none of the above. Don't buy anything. Don't buy any crypto. Don't listen to any financial advice. 24/7, I get high. I'm on drugs, heroin, cocaine, methamphetamines, bennies. I don't even know if they have those anymore. I don't know. I'm just on everything. I'm drinking cocaine water. All right. Let's go with the great news. I want you to see something here. Gary Gensler's, did a great job. I have to hand it to Gary. I knew from day one he'd be all bad. I'm the only one who was saying that on the internet. All these other people, oh yeah, Gary Gensler. Oh, Jay Clayton, he's gone. Now we got Gary Gensler. All these dumb motherfuckers on social media, they're so fucking stupid. Alrighty then. The minute I heard he used to teach at MIT and he was a college professor, I knew right there it was all bad immediately. Anything to do with the higher level you go in a public education system, the bigger communist. I'm not against any kind of educator or teacher. At a public school, yes. I didn't work at a public school. I worked at a charter school. So, because I'm not going to be dealing with all that liberal, democratic, communist dumb shit. So I worked in a state that was predominantly, I think, Republican or maybe more middle, and at a private school. Charter, private, same thing. So we didn't have to follow the state guidelines for all the dumb shit. I love it. It was great. It was actually a very meaningful job. I like doing that. Working with the probation kids and shit. They had today's a weekend, so I'm going to kind of be a little bit off subject just because I can. But that was a great job I had. I was a vice principal at a school where there's 90% of the kids were either off probation, going on probation, or soon to be whatever. And my job is I had to deal with them and talk with them and understand them. Really try to sympathize with them and deal with them and help them look at their lives. A lot of it was psychological, so I almost had a psychology degree as well. I did have a lot of experience working in group homes and shit. So when I did work at this school, I could deal with these kids effectively. A lot of them were 17. Some of them were going to get phased out of probation anyway when they turn 18, and they were kind of worried about their future. And yeah, it was actually a pretty cool job. A lot of them looked up to me. Some of them just would say, hey, can I come in your office? I would be like a counselor or something, right? They just wanted, and I was tough on them too. I didn't allow no dumb shit. I think that's why they liked it, because I brought them stability and predictability. And I wouldn't give them the answer they'd want to hear. I'd give them the answer they needed to hear. And they liked that. I was very successful there. I really hated leaving. Yeah, I had high hope. I wanted the best for all of these kids, as bad as they were. Some of them would bring drugs to school and pass out from meth, and we had to call the ambulance to get their hearts pumping again or whatever. But they were at the end of their lives. Some of them were just starting their lives, and they needed somebody to provide guidance. It was a really, I love that job. It was a good one. I taught a class. It was called How to Do Internet Research. I worked at a school. I think the internet had just came out about 2 years. Like when I got this job, I graduated college. The internet just started about 99 is when I graduated college. I think the internet came out in 97. So 1998, and I was graduated by 99. So we never really used the internet much in college. Maybe just a little. And then a couple years later, I'm at this probation school teaching kids how to use the internet to do a research project, because the internet was brand new still. So kids really didn't know how to do that shit. So, man, that was interesting. But, all right. Here we have what's interesting. You're going to love this one. Let me show you this article again. D. Matilla, welcome to the entry-level membership program. All right. We're 10 years behind. The SEC chairman, Paul Atkins. Wow. This is like the biggest dumb shit. I told you guys. All the shit's been done for 10 years, right? Ripple, Singapore, and all that shit. We're looking at 2013, 14. Ripple had it all done. Okay? No other channel has this information. These people are so fucking stupid. These other channels have no idea. And I've been telling them for 3 years, and they still have no idea. I was showing them all the evidence. Ripple Russia, Ripple China. They have no idea. Truly sad. So what I find interesting right here is you have the SEC chair, Paul Atkins, admits the United States is 10 years behind in crypto regulation. Now, that's factual. because I want to tell you, think of the dates I was telling you about. Ripple kind of hit the scene in 2013 and 14. That's what I got, the Ripple customer list, okay? I'm the only one in the whole internet that's got that shit. Pretty amazing. And the advantage is you get me to teach you about crypto shit and how it all started, because I'm the one with the evidence. Nobody else has. And I was showing you the Ripple Singapore, and they have the safe house vault, and Ripple had gold, silver, like all this stuff. It's already done, okay? I've been telling you this back since 2022. It's already done, okay? It's just a matter of adoption. Ripple had all this shit 90%, 95% done. Back in 2013, 14, they obviously didn't have the AI at the level we have now, but all the basic shit was done. All the basic shit was done. Now we can even make it even better with AI, but it was all done. Paul Adkins is right. And the reason I can say it is because I have the evidence to prove it that no other channel has. So when he says we're 10 years behind, we truly are. I'm the only channel that showed you the evidence. The Ripple Rush and all that shit. Ripple passed the regulations in 2015 with the Ripple Settlement Agreement. Ripple had already determined, the government determined Ripple was a what? Money service business. I'm the only channel talking about that. And what was the XRP? It was considered currency. And what's the term of currency? We already looked it up in the dictionary. Government's money. Something that's currency is government's money. In 2015, the United States government had a court hearing called the Ripple versus the United States Department of Justice. And it determined that Ripple was a money service business and the XRP was currency. Currency is a word used by governments for money. This whole court case was fake in 2020. I knew it was fake. I was telling everybody right from the beginning. I told all y'all that there's nothing in the United States Code. Other channels have no idea. I've been saying that for like 5.5 years. Why? Because I used to work for the Department of Justice. Not bragging, just saying it's fact. If I say shit like that, it's not bragging. It's just I'm stating facts. It's all that I'm doing. My channel is a fact-based program that speaks on authority. What's the authority of my channel? The facts that I bring that no other channel can find. So that's how we do it on Crypto Hulk Show. Other channels are like, oh, he's bragging about this or he's talking shit. It's not. It's called just stating. I'm just stating facts. Bragging is when you have a channel that's not all that, and you have to brag to make it seem like it is. There's no other channel. Here's the facts. There's no other channel that has the Ripple 2013-14 customer list. I got it. There's no other channel with the Ripple Russia showing the payment system that Ripple hooked up with Russia January 2014, Z payment, and the Ripple network. Nobody's ever shown that except me. We can go on and on. And it's not bragging. It's stating facts. I'm just simply stating facts. It's all that I do on this channel. Other channel will call it bragging. He's doing this. I call it stating facts. That's what I'm doing. When I make a statement, no other channel has a 2013-14 Ripple customer list. That's a fact. It's not bragging. It's just stating facts. It's how broke dick channels interpret what I say. Okay? Crypto Hulk is a fact-based program. Now, you interpret when I say it as something else. That's why your feelings get hurt. It's how you interpret it. And that's your fucking problem, not mine. My channel is a fact-based program, unlike any other channel on the internet. There's no other channel that brings the facts like this, showing you all the secrets. That's why I'm the most heavily shadow banned channel. Okay, let's continue after that little scolding right there. So you got Paul Adkins. He runs the United States Securities Exchange Commission. He's telling us we're 10 years behind with crypto laws. And he promises, he vows, he VOWS, he promises to fast track United States crypto progress. Oh, kind of like that. SEC Chair Paul Adkins admits U.S. is 10 years behind in crypto regulation, calling it job one as agency plans innovation exemption by year end, moving away from enforcement strategy toward a collaborative framework. And what framework will that be? What no other channel is talking about, the United States Code. Oh shit, Crypto Hulk. You're like 5 fucking years ahead of all these channels with that one. In the United States, there's something called the United States Code. Now, if there's other law enforcement officers watching the show or whatever, previous LEO, whatever, that's all good. If you worked in California, we have the Penal Code, the Welfare and Institutions Code, Vehicle Code, Business and Professions Code, shit like that, Fish and Game Code and stuff. Okay, all these codes, that's what the law is for the different areas. The Arizona, we have the Arizona Revised Statutes. So when I worked for the Office of the Courts and stuff, that's what we went through is that, okay? The Arizona Revised Statutes. Then you got your Arizona Vehicle Code shit. The United States they don't have this code and that code. They got it all in one. The United States Code's all in one big old code. And there's different section of that one code. Again, at least in the states that I work, let's just talk California. California, again, they got the Vehicle Code, Penal Code, Fish and Game, Business and Profession Code, Health and Safety Code, all different codes and shit, right? Okay, United States, it's all in one. And guess what? There's no crypto code. Not yet. So technically, it doesn't exist. So technically, you can't be taxed. It's not in the United States Code. There's no definition of what this shit is. If you're paying tax on crypto, it's all imaginary shit, okay? The IRS has what's called guidance, not law. The IRS has guidance, should be based on law, which we don't have. Because that law, if we had it, would be in the United States Code. Oh, shit, Crypto Hulk. No one's ever said that before. I know, because these people haven't worked for the Department of Justice. These people on YouTube influencers and shit, and they haven't done shit with themselves. So, okay, Henry Papacito. Listen to Crypto Hulk, and that's faux show. Henry Papacito sent one Crypto Hulk gift membership to Ron Weber, 2,800. Ron, Ronnie, Ronald, Ronaldo, John D. Thank you very much, John D. Appreciate the tax-free donation. IRS can go suck a big D. They ain't getting none of my money from John D. Ripple in Brazil, our partner since 2014. And don't forget Justin's son, FYT. Yep. I showed you all the Brazil Ripple connections. If you dig back back in 2022, I was showing the Ripple yearbook. I might be able to find it. It's kind of tough for me to go back, but I could find the Ripple yearbook. Justin's son was in there. They showed his picture. Justin's son worked at Ripple before Tron. Justin's son helped hook up Ripple China. So that's a pretty good one there, John D. John D must be watching for a lot of years. No other channel showed you that at all. I'm not bragging or putting them down, just stating facts. That's all I'm doing is stating facts. If you interpret that as bragging or putting down, you can get off the channel and go sit in the corner with your little butthurt buddies. Henry Papa. Oh, that's Henry Brown. Okay, so he changed the name. Oh my God, really, guy? Henry Papacito. Oh my God, this guy is like a character. Henry Brown says, NYP Universal TLK got a membership by Henry Brown. Okay. Ron Weber. What does good old Ron have to say? Ron, thank you very much for the donation. Thanks, Forrest Seals Q. Here's your taste. And then, now look at here. We got Henry Papacito. Back in the days, it was Adkins diet. Guess it was no crypto, then no laws. Oh, I'm right. Now, just had a shot of Hennessy. Now, I'm going to let that one go. This Henry Brown guy is something else. Let me concentrate. I'm getting distracted. Okay, so we got great news. Paul Adkins is saying we're going to have a fast track to U.S. crypto progress. We've got to have a crash. Okay, look, everybody, we've got to crash the economy to bring in the new crypto system. So just be ready. The SEC chair, Paul Adkins, has acknowledged that the United States is 10 years behind in crypto and pledges to fast track crypto progress. Well, it's about fucking time. You know, this whole thing is such a fucking joke. It is. Look, that's why I can't predict shit for you. I can't tell you what date, what time. This whole thing's fake. All these governments are mixed up in this, trying to make crypto look bad while they're working on it secretly. This is the biggest fucking scam. Like, some of you guys see it. If you've watched me long enough, you've assimilated my crazy, and now you see what I see. And it's like a big fucking joke, isn't it? All the shit's the government. They started it all. They're hiding things and they're slowing it down here, speeding it up there, and distracting everybody with all this dumb shit. And you come on this show for an hour and you're going to get unfucked. That's how it works, okay? Yeah, and I got the moderators on there. 46 JDMA. This channel thrives because of the great moderators' hard work. Thanks, guys. The moderators help explain things to you. I can't do everything at once. The moderators keep the spam out when we get attacked on occasion. And, you know, it's just the moderators help me do what I got to do, and that's show you guys the news and how you take advantage of stuff. You don't have to take advantage of shit. You can watch the show, but if you wanted to do any kind of investing and stuff, this is the show where you'd want to watch. So I can teach you things. So when you decide to invest in something, you're going to make a smart decision. I don't know everything. I could show you a business or a stock. It could be bankrupt tomorrow. I don't know. What I'm showing you is the information from the past up until right meow. I can't tell you what happens tomorrow. I can't tell you if a company goes bankrupt tomorrow that we talk about. I can't help that. I can just show you the evidence that I find. I don't know everything. I know about this much. I've been telling you I know this much about crypto for 5.5 years. I know only what I know, and that's it. All right. Robbie Driscoll, just the facts. Jack, thanks, Hulk. I'm with Papacito. All right, we go back to the article here. According to Paul Atkins, the crypto aspect is our job one, making it as a priority for the regulatory body. During the DC FinTech Week event at Amazon headquarters on Wednesday, Adkins stated that the SEC intends to build a robust framework to bring back industry participants who may have left the country, enabling innovation to flourish. When asked how regulatory bodies support innovation, Adkins responded that the past approach to the digital asset industry has been somewhat disingenuous, but confirmed the situation has changed. We've dealt with the dumbest fucking, this whole thing, I already knew. When I got into crypto, look, it didn't take me long. I said, this whole thing's a fucking scam. I knew it right away. I've worked with criminals my whole life. All these people in the government officials are criminals. So I'm right up my alley looking at this crypto shit. I used to do investigative type work in law enforcement. I was not an investigator per se. So I've already worked with criminals most of my career and done investigating a lot during my career. And then here we go. It fits right in. I'm investigating criminals. These are the people in crypto. Half of them, probably 75% are criminals. And our government's about the other 100%. Well, Cryptoholic, wouldn't that be like 100 and over 150%? Shut up, smart guy. Stop asking me math questions. But Crypto Hulk, I know you have an English degree, but Crypto Hulk, didn't you have to pass a statistics class to get your degree? Who said I didn't cheat? And I'll leave that one alone. Oh, dang, Crypto Hulk, you cheated to get through college? I'm not going to say that statistics was the only class I had to cheat in. I'm not going to say that at all. All right. He noted that the crypto industry benefits from having pro-crypto executives at the SEC. Like Crypto Mama. That sounds kind of like disgusting. He shouldn't have put that in. Did he actually say that? Should have been Crypto Mom. When you say Crypto Mama, it kind of sounds like Sugar Daddy or Sugar Mama or some shit I don't even want to get into. Let's change the subject here. Keep going with the news, Crypto Hulk, before I start getting a buzz buster going. Paul Adkins emphasizes that crypto is the agency's top priority to close the 10-year gap created by previous regulatory approaches. Wow. This is all planned out. How fucking stupid is this? This is embarrassing. Hey, you know what? Okay, I'm done with this article. I just wanted to show you that they're 10 years behind. Look, everybody, I said from day one when I started this channel, this whole crypto thing is going to make us all slaves, okay? Now, what are we going to do about it? Let's make some money off it on the way. Maybe we can buy our freedom for a little bit extra time. Maybe if I get rich enough, I can buy my freedom for the next 10, 20 years. 20 years from now, I'll be 75. I don't know when I'm going to kick the bucket. 85, 95, could be next year. We don't know. All I know is I know where I'm going when I die. That's the thing with this crypto, okay? It's like, it's a slave system. They're going to be able to watch everything you do. You're going to be given a wallet. They're going to watch that wallet. They're going to program your money. That's not a slave system. That's a slave system. But Crypto Hulk, this is fucked. I know. I'm just like, hey, let's get rich, eat, drink, and be merry, and then one day we're slaves, okay? That's just how it's going to be. I don't agree with it, but it's all foretold. There's nothing new under the sun. This was all supposed to happen, and I'll leave it at that. Rob, 7879. Gary is a very... Rob must be high, but I think it's his awesome sarcasm that I like. We got ALJ55 says, I'm with Papacito and Robert. Up, Sherry D. Thank you very much. Sherry, I appreciate the tax-free donation. Hey, IRS, you can go suck one. What we got here? Citronification. And that's member for 7 months. Oh, yeah. I'm going to throw an oddball in here. Okay. Here is the ice bath company that I'm thinking of going with. Christmas is coming up, and I think Santa is going to have to get a cold plunge because I haven't cold plunged for a while, and it's not good. I notice a massive difference. Like I don't feel the same when I ice bath and stuff. And I get that water down to 33 and shit, like a fucking polar bear beast. I fucking love that shit. So here's the company right here, Primal Ice. I'm not an affiliate, so I'm not getting money. They have ice baths. They got some expensive ass one I can't afford, but they got one of these tubs. You get the tub and this chiller that actually makes ice, $4,000. That's the price of it now. I've been looking around the market. Now I'm going to wait more near Black Friday. If we can get it around 35, 3 to 35. The motor on this thing is a 2 horsepower. So for those of you that are wondering why I'm talking about this, you can keep wondering. But some of you guys have been watching Crypto Hulk, want me to ice bath again. I'm going to do it. They got one that, like I said, gets down to 32. Oh, if you scroll down right here, like, is Crypto Hulk really talking about ice baths during a show? Yeah, he really fucking is, believe it or not. Ain't that some shit, huh? So if you look down below, you'll see Primal Tub with Ice Bath Chiller. It's basically $1,500, and that would work for you guys. It chills it down to 37 degrees. This whole thing right here, this little package, which would work for all of you that have the guts to do this shit, it's $1,500. That's a great deal. I've been looking around. This Primal Ice, from what I've seen, is the best little system. Now, for me, they have 3 different size chillers. I'm going to go with the one they have X Pro, which is what they're showing here. $1,500 for the whole shot, okay? They've got some called Performance, and then they have something called Ice. That's the one I'm kind of looking at. When you click on that, now the price goes right up to $4,000, okay? Because this ice chiller is going to start forming a layer of ice on the top, okay? The water. That's what the fuck I need. All you guys don't need that. I run so fucking hot. Like, I'm hot right now. I'm pissed because I need the AC in this room, but Mrs. Hulk's gonna get all fucking pissed. So short of me putting in a fucking air conditioner in the window, I'm always hot, okay? Even as a little kid, it's nothing to do with me being like 289. Oh, by the way, I'm losing weight. It's not whether I'm 280, 90, 300 pounds anymore. It's just I've been hot when I was a little kid. I used to go out and play in negative 20 degree weather. The other kids' parents are like, what's wrong with that little Crypto Hulk boy? Like, it's negative 15 degrees outside. He's making snowman. Like, is that kid some fucking loco? But I've always been like that. So I need something that's going to get water down to 32 degrees. You guys would be just fine with the $1,500 one. It goes to 37. That's good enough. But for me, I need that extra 5 degrees of cold to just really fucking kick my own ass, okay? So for Christmas, I'm going to work on trying to get this thing. That's my goal. I need to start cold plunging again. I just haven't been myself, and I just feel so much better. I'm telling you. So that's enough of that one. Okay, let me check some comments. We're going to the next article. Let me show you what the next article is, and then I'm going to read the comments real quick. Copy, because we got a live show, so I like to interact. Maybe you guys got a question or something I could answer. Okay, Cold Plunge Fund. I'm going to get back into it, Stu. I got to. Like, I'm 55, okay? I'll tell you what. If you're 35, maybe you don't have to or something. Once you start hitting 40 and up, you might want to consider a cold plunge. When you're 55 and up, 100%, you got to have one. It revitalizes your body. It forces oxygen. It does so much shit. I'm not going to talk about it, but the ice cold plunge shit is amazing for your health, all right? In this episode, going to talk about any new investments. All week it's just been bullshit lately. Give it to me now. Yeah, we generally have a bullshit program just for Travis Gunn. Travis Gunn loves sucking dicks, by the way. And we had to censor Travis because he gets on here sometimes, gives out his phone number, and asks people if they want to suck his dick. And we can't do that. Travis, stop it. Let's report Travis for, let's see, pornography and sexually material. Let's give a report because he's got to stop doing that. Okay, there we go. Let me check the comments here. Cold plunge is a bath here in Canada. Cold plunge makes you feel great. Crypto Hulk is the new Mr. Freeze. Soy 6, I found a good one in Patia. Chemical plants. Where would I want an ice bag? Okay. Why is this thing not working? Okay. Seems like I lost control over this little chat box. So I'm going to click out and click back in. And welcome back to Crypto Hulk. I had to click out of the chat and get back in. It wasn't allowing me to chat or move anything. So, okay, what we got next is this article here from the Financial Stability Board. Let me do a copy and a paste. Copy and a paste. All right. The Financial Stability Board. Now, one thing about the Financial Stability Board is they work with the Bank for International Settlements. And the Bank of International, if you're brand new, the Bank of International Settlements helps set policy for all the banks in the world. Okay. And before any banking transaction settles, it goes through the Bank of International Settlements, then to your bank to give to that person to get their money or to take their money. So what does the FSB say? What I'm going to do is summarize this article. I'm not going to spend more than about a minute on it. The FSB warns of cascading failures due to crypto regulatory arbitrage. Okay. The Financial Stability Board review of nearly 40 jurisdictions found significant gaps, inconsistencies in crypto regulations that threaten financial stability. A separate European banking authority revealed crypto firms engaging in regulatory forum shopping across EU member states. Regulatory forum shopping. What is this? Okay, what the FSB is finding is that crypto companies, fintech companies are shopping around, finding easier countries to get into. So that's a problem because that means we don't have standards. So the FSB is basically, and what have I been saying for all this time? In order for us to get rich, we need global crypto regulation, or let's call it global crypto standards. We don't have that. We have a problem in Europe. See, here's where crypto cannot take off. You've got the European Union. They can't even agree on shit, okay? We're probably, 1-2 years away from crypto laws. I hope. You can't even get Europe. You've got 40 jurisdictions, 40 different countries, I think, in the EU or whatever. If not 40 countries, then just jurisdictions. And what crypto fintech companies are doing is going to the different countries or jurisdictions in the EU that are easier, where they can bypass certain restrictions. That's what the Financial Stability Board is showing us, and that's not going to work, okay? Whatever they got going on in the EU, it's not going to work. It's already showing it's not working. So we're going to have to come up with laws, global. We're going to have to come up with the same laws. And you can look to this article, and that's kind of what countries are doing. Businesses are going to, let's skip England, let's skip United Kingdom, and we'll go over to whatever European country. And they open up shop there. Because the laws are a little bit different, or that country. So that's going to be a problem. Now let's look at how much bigger this problem is. We're not talking about just the European Union. We got the whole fucking world. That's a problem. Because the United States is going to call maybe XRP a currency. But we'll go to Bosnia and they'll call it, if that country's even exists, I have no idea. What I'm saying is that there's different countries are going to determine different outcomes of what these cryptos are. Everybody's got to be on the same page. So we ain't having no kind of crypto take off until that happens. All right. This is warning us right here. There's a problem. They're calling it fragmented rules. So you ain't getting rich until everybody's on the same page. Everybody's got to call it the same thing. Let us go. Let's see here to the next one. How about, okay, let's do this. The say, look, the World Bank has a 62-page report, and we're going to briefly, all we're going to do is touch on what are the cryptos that the World Bank talks about. Here's the report here. It's called Blockchain Interoperability. That's the name of the report. Blockchain Interoperability. The World Bank is all over this thing. Let's talk about what cryptos did they specifically mention. Number one, Ripple. If you look on pages 12, 18, 29, they talk about how Interledger Protocol uses connectors to facilitate atomic swaps between networks like XRP and others. They talk about Polkadot is cited as a multi-chain framework for interoperability. That's on pages 14, 22, and 31. Cosmos is talked about on page 13, 21, and 30. Cosmos presented as a hub and zone architecture for blockchain interoperability using the inter-blockchain communication. That's the Cosmos SDK, and Ripple is worked in with that through Ripple sidechain. The XRP Ledger sidechain is utilizing the Cosmos SDK. Chainlink is mentioned in the World Bank report on pages 15 and 25, particularly in DeFi and FinTech integrations. Next, Hyperledger is talked about. If you know anything about Hyperledger, that's where Stellar comes in, and that's an IBM collaboration here. That's on page 16, 23, and 32 of this World Bank report. Next, R3 is talked about. They use the crypto XDC, brand new people. If you look on this 64-page report, go to pages 17 and 24. That's where you'll have the R3 and Corda being talked about. Next, this is one that I like, Consensus. Consensus is noted for its Ethereum ecosystem tools with MetaMask as a wallet, enabling user integration across chains. The report touches on its contributions to interoperability and cross-chain wallets. Now, what do we know about Consensus? And how does Consensus fit into cross-chain and interoperability with the Linnea crypto? Oh, shit, Crypto Hulk. I'm telling you. Go to page 26 on that report. Axelar is talked about here. Go to page 28 in that report. You'll see Axelar described as a cross-chain communication network. Why is that important with Axelar? You can get it on Caleb Brown. You can also buy XDC on Caleb Brown, Stellar on Caleb Brown, Chainlink on Caleb Brown, Cosmos, Polkadot, and XRP, all on Caleb Brown. Look below my channel, click on the link for the Caleb Brown. Axelar, which you can buy at Caleb Brown, that's a Ripple partner. They're also working with fucking Ondo, and Ondo's working with BlackRock. So that's where Axelar comes in. I think it might be like 20 cents or 22 cents for each Axelar. I got that one. It's one of my favorites. They talk about Layer 0 on page 27. They talk about Wormhole. That's also sold on Caleb Brown. Wormhole on the World Bank report is on page 29. Wormhole is referenced as a cross-chain messaging protocol connecting over 20 blockchains. Oh, shit. Binance is talked about here in the 64-page report. Circle is talked about. Circle runs mainly on Stellar. You have Allbridge with Circle. Circle's talked about on page 20 and 33. That's also sold at Caleb Brown. Then we got Aave. You can buy that at Caleb Brown, I'm pretty sure. Page 34 for the World Bank. These are the cryptos that are mentioned. Notice we don't see Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all this other stuff, okay? The world, now, I'm not saying these others are bad. What I'm saying is they are not in this World Bank report, okay? They're not listed, specifically called out, all right? So this should give you a good idea on maybe what cryptos you should think about probably having, all right? There you go. There's your 64-page report brought down to like 5 minutes. Okay. Mr. OG is showing us the prices of all these crypto. 1 penny for Linnea. Axelar is at 20 cents. Oh, deal of the century. Drive it like you stole it. Allbridge. You guys can buy Allbridge at 6 cents. Zinfin XDC is at 5 cents. Oh, man, what a deal. Fucker. You got Stellar, 30 cents. XRP at $2.30. Ondo is selling at 70 cents. That's a deal. Axelar, 20 cents. Wormhole, 7 cents. Gotta love it. Okay, there you have it. Stuart Lavelle says XDC at 5 cents. Holy shiznicks. Button must be pushed. I know. When I saw that XDC at 5 cents, I'm like, man, if I get my crypto allowance, I just might dump it all into XDC. Just whatever little bit I get. That XDC. Oh, no. All right, let's go to the next article. I got seven minutes. Let's go. Onera. This one will be fun. We'll wrap it up. 8 minutes. Onera. This is massive right here. I want you to see all the connections, everybody. This is so huge. We're looking at Onera. Who's involved with Onera? JP Morgan, the world's biggest bank. That's not a big deal, Crypto Hulk. Then you got HQLA. We've gone over this and all the there's like everybody. If you're not in HQLA as a bank, you're nobody, okay? Onera. Onera appoints Richard Walker, a leader in the institutional blockchain space, to advance Onera's mission of what? Interconnecting the tokenized markets. This is where all the big dogs are, everybody. You got Kadena involved with Onera, on-ramping. This is how it all comes together right here. Onera. You got Fireblocks involved. Look. If you look below my channel, I got the Caleb Brown link. Caleb Brown uses Fireblocks, okay? Do not get a custody solution unless it's Fireblocks, okay? What I'm showing you here, there's these fake companies out there selling crypto custody that's not Fireblocks. I want you to see right here. Fireblocks is working with, let's look, see, look at who Fireblocks is working with. JP Morgan, HQLA, Onera, Kadena, Apex, R3, Finality, Adhara, Digital App. These are the biggest digital asset. We can go on and on. Archax. Please don't get another crypto custody. There's people out there trying to have crypto custody. It's not Fireblocks. Don't fuck with it. Don't be stupid. Well, the Crypto Hulk, it's $500 cheaper than Just please stop with that dumb shit. U.S. banks involved, SDAX involved, all the biggest of the big are utilizing fire blocks for custody. That's what we have at Caleb and Brown, okay? They got the Canton network is mixed up with Onera and fire blocks. These other channels that have, we got institutional custody. Is it with fire blocks? Is it working with all these companies? No, it's not. I don't fuck with that other company, okay? This is what we do on Crypto Hulk Show. We find the biggest of the biggest banks. Then we want to know what custody do they use? Fireblocks. Crypto Hulk's like, I want that. That's my custody as well. Next, let's look at Onera really quick. What is Onera? Well, they got all the biggest banks in the world working with them and the biggest and best custody. That's who Onera has. Onera is a fintech company specializing in blockchain-based interoperability solutions for tokenized assets. Everybody, it's coming. It's everything now. I'll tell you what, 6 months ago, 8 months ago, I didn't hear anything about tokenization. All of a sudden, right before I moved to Reno, right before about January of 2025, I started hearing about tokenization. Now it's every fucking day, okay? Onera is interoperability solutions for tokenized assets. It operates as a network. Onera connects the biggest financial institutions to enable the distribution, trading, and settlement of digital securities across various blockchains and legacy systems. This is why they're using fire blocks and not these other dumb shits that have these other crypto custodies, whether it's, I don't care what it is, if it's a crypto exchange or not, if it's not fire blocks, hey, whatever, man, I'm not fucking with it. The platform uses the open Fin P2P protocol to unify identities, wallets, data, messaging, transactions, addressing fragmentation in tokenization markets. Onera does not appear to issue or manage a public cryptocurrency token. Instead, it facilitates tokenization of real-world assets like money market funds, repos, and collateral on networks such as Ethereum, Hedera, Canton Network, and Cadena. Now, what crypto do we know that works with the Canton Network? Was that the Rise token? Can somebody confirm that? Anybody? The Rise token Crypto She-Hulk, Crypto Hulk, what was the question? Mr. OG just answered it. Rise. The Rise token. So let me show you something here. Rise, I went in deep on that one. The Rise token helps the Canton network tokenize, okay? The Canton network we're reading here is mixed up with Onera. That's also helping them tokenize. That's what Onera does. So if you got in on Rise, the Canton network is partners with them. That means you're getting into Onera, okay? You're on the right track. Onera's core use case is enabling institutional grade tokenization and trading of real-world assets such as money market funds, repos, collateral, and digital securities. So this network, this Onera is a network It supports instant settlement. Who are the founders of Onera? Who are the people that started this? You have a guy who has 25 years in capital markets. His name is Ami Ben David. Probably is a Jew. Okay, the guy named Richard Walker, he's a part of this program. He worked for digital assets at Deloitte. Massive Ripple partner right there. This thing is in deep. This company, Onera, they're working with Cadena, Archax, Ripple partner, Adhara, I'm pretty sure it's a Ripple partner. Finality is just so huge. Fireblocks, Apex. This is so massive right here. This Onera company, this platform, this tokenization platform. Massive big hitters all up in this. You got JP Morgan as an investor. This is so fucking huge. This Onera. I had to show you. Onera. I had to show you that Onera. Okay, I think we're just about done. 1 hour mark. Yes, we are. There we are. I squeezed in a good one right there for you. All right, that'll do it. I don't have a show lined up for tomorrow morning. What time is it? It's 6 o'clock. It's early. Usually Sunday mornings, I don't get a lot of people that watch the show, and that's for show. So I don't know. I think what I might do is put down a good amount of tequila, just keeping it real, and maybe sleep in for an hour, get up at 6:30, and then work out at about 8:39, and then come home, look around for a PM show, go eat some lunch, come back, finish the show up, and have it set for 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific on Sunday. So that's what I'm probably going to do. I do actually like making the shows, showing you guys this information, because it's just opportunities. If some of you guys want to invest in different things, if you want to invest in that Onera shit, I don't know where you get it or whatever, but that's some damn solid platform. So I don't know if you need stock to buy in that Onera company, but if you can buy Onera stock, you might want to seriously consider it. I'm not telling you to buy it. I'm not a financial advisor, but it's in deep. The Onera is in so fucking deep with the top companies. So I'll leave it at that. I'll see y'all on my next broadcast.